Okay, okay, so right now I just activated Audacity in order to record my voice with the highest quality, and now I'm going to go to the PowerPoint presentation in order to create a training video which I will sell on the internet. So here you have the PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to go to the first slide and we will be able to start the training video. So this is the first slide. Of course I have to click on the show to start the show, so the slide will fill the entire screen. There we go. So basically the idea behind this Jumpstart Your Career workshop is we want to give management students, especially the students who are in their first year, a tool, a framework that will allow them to manage their whole career even while they are studying, because this is very important. You cannot study seriously and passionately if you don't see the connection between your studies and your chosen career. So it's critically important that parents and counselors and teachers understand that a career is not something that you decide upon in your last year of study, in your graduating year. You've got to consciously explore and choose and sift through the experiences that life gives you or that you choose to have in life. You've got to do all of that, the exploration, the discernment, the establishment of your preferences, even in your first year of study. And in fact, you should do it in your high school years or in your college years if you're a CJEP student from Quebec. In other words, your studies at the college or university level will serve you best if you have some idea about what you want to do with your life, with your career. So it's critically important to start to clarify in your mind, in your heart, what you really want out of your working life. In fact, working life is not a good term anymore. I call it your creative life, because a career more and more will have to do with your creativity, with who you truly are, with your uniqueness. And because you are in touch with your uniqueness and your unique nature, you are able to be creative in a way that is not possible for other people in your situation, because you are you. So every career will be totally customized to you. But you have to be the leader. You have to set the tone. You have to state clearly what you want. Of course, when you're 18 or 19 and you're in your first year of university, nobody expects you to know clearly what you want, but you can expect yourself to start the process of clarifying your intentions, clarifying your preferences, clarifying your interests. So it's this clarification process that is very, very important. So you can see that so far I haven't even gone beyond the first slide, and already there's so much material coming out. And this is because we spent more than 4 years at Talentel doing research and development to come up with this material for you. And you're going to see later on that this presentation has about 30 to 40 slides, and that's just like 5% of the research that we have. And we had to compress it to within 30 and 40 slides because students don't have much life experience, so we didn't want to overload them. But actually, the Jumpstart Your Career workshop is currently being packaged to become a book that we will release to all parents and all students in the world in order to guide young people as they choose their creative and natural and ideal career, because we believe that professional happiness is something that everybody deserves. Everybody deserves to have a happy life at work. This is something that a lot of people have some psychological or emotional resistance to. They think that work is something that you do and you don't have to like it because that's why it's called work. They believe that work is almost like a necessary evil. You have to work to pay the bills. That's the quote unquote social agreement or social contract. And we're saying that that may be the case. That may have been the case for previous generations, for your parents' generations, for example. But it is no longer the case today. There is an awakening going on today, a spiritual awakening, if you want to call it that way, or a an awakening about the uniqueness of each individual. And therefore, work is no longer something that you have to do or something that you do out of financial obligation. No, work is something you do to express who you truly are, to express your uniqueness. And this is not a selfish thing, because when you express your uniqueness, you are in the best position. You are in the best position possible to help other people. It's like, consider yourself to be like an organ of the human body. If you're a hand, and your nature is to be a hand, then you've got to grab things. You've got to move things around. That's, because you're a hand. That's your nature. If you're a hand, you wouldn't focus on thinking or focus on something intellectual. No, you've got to be physical. In the same manner, if you're a brain, then you're supposed to think. Incidentally, that's my career. That's my nature. I'm a thinker, so I'm thinking. I'm not supposed to do anything physical, although I could, of course, but mainly my main function in life, my main talent is to be a thinker. Other people are great speakers, so they are like the mouth. They are speakers. So don't ask them or expect them to think too much or to do things with their that are physical. They are speakers. They are meant to inspire people or teach people or train people. So think of yourself as an organ of the human body, and your uniqueness is so critical to the well functioning of the entire body, or in this case, the well functioning of mankind. So you're a vital and critical part of mankind, but you've got to know what part you're playing. What is the critical part that you are playing? And that's why we're so passionate and committed to helping you, because when we help you to discover the critical role that you are meant to play in this life, then not only will you be happy and fulfilled and financially rewarded, but you will harmonize with everybody else, because they can benefit from you and you will receive the support, financial and otherwise, from them, because you're part of them. You're part of this great family called mankind.